written already.
So if anybody wants a record deal,
I got a bunch of other tracks I need to finish up to finish my whole theme of the 50-song album. It's kind of funny. I'm not going to tell you what it's all about until it's done, obviously, but I'm working on some stuff. And I'm going to keep it in the can for about a year, but I'm just going to, play local shows and do cover songs and have fun while I'm doing the studio stuff in the basement.
Right. I hear you. When's the last time you actually put out new stuff?
Oh, we're talking about music. That was one of the last full official releases. Yeah, that was one of the very last official. And actually, that's probably the first time have you played that song in your show before?
I don't think so.
I think I gave you "I Wait" and another one to play. So I wanted to save this one for you for this. So that was Reality of Altitude, The Gorgeous Torment. That's about a girl I dated down here in Florida. And
The Shadow I Call My Reflection.
Shadow I Call My Reflection.
How did you meet Sid from Slipknot?
Fuck yeah, let's cook for him.
Chris got to cook for Sid and made this amazing chicken Thai dinner, and turned out that Sid and his buddy were vegetarians.
Really?
They loved the vegetables and rice, though.
I wouldn't picture him to be a vegetarian.
Well, everybody was going through diets.
I thought he ate humans.
They're going through They're going through diet things. Everybody out there on the West Coast, but he travels. He travels around. He's got this really cool turntable thing that
I seen him do. You had like a video of him in the van or something.
It was really fun, and he signed my ukulele that was also signed by Tech Nine and Cocaine, the rapper.
I see, like, everybody was like, did you wipe off the Tech 9?
No, goodness, no. Actually, Tech 9 signed 2 parts of that for me. I have my Strange Music VIP badge for the show, and he signed that for me, and then I also got the ukulele signed. I was like, could you sign the badge? He's like, yeah, can you sign the ukulele? He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Ubiquitous is great, too, man.
He's got a great fan base, Tech 9. It's crazy. That's all. I always see people. That's all they talk about. Is
Sid Wilson, man. He was cool. We went to he's really into weed. He talks about weed more than I do, and he's more scientifically sophisticated about it. Yeah. So, in the next chapter of this cannabis conversation, we'll be talking to Sid Wilson, and we'll be learning a lot more about the cannabis. No, we won't be talking to him, but one day we'll work on that. But it's really cool stuff, man. He went to a cool grow house operation with us at THC Farms out there. We got a lot of pictures. I got some pictures of them in the lab coat and stuff. It was kind of cool. He looks all like professional with pink hair.
That's funny. That's funny. So you've been meeting a lot of people. Who else have you met along the way?
We went to the Aftershock Festival. So that was just a handful of just ridiculous artists I got to see. I got to see Billy again from Perfect Circle. The first time I met him was in Hollywood. We were doing a show with Genitorturers at a sold-out show. It's some evil dungeon place we played at. I can't remember the name of the club. Some evil club, Sinister Club. So Club Sinister. We played down there. It was sold out, elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. Walking through an alleyway, these 2 drunk guys come stumbling up to the table, and they're like, "Whoa. Is that Genitorturers here?" And I was like, yeah, dude, there's like 60 people in line. If you're not buying something, get the fuck out of here. Get in line or go. I'm working. He's like, no, it's cool. I know Jen. I'm Danny from 9 Inch Nails. I'm like, if you're not Trent Reznor, get to the back of the line.
That's funny. That's awesome.
The dude standing right next to him, bald and just stupid face, was like, look at who is this fucking kid treating us like this? Is Billy of a Perfect Circle.
That's awesome.
He's smiling. He's a really nice guy too, man. And these guys, they're like, where can we go see Jen? She's like, she's in the VIP room. If you don't have VIP pass, you're not getting in.
I wouldn't.
And he walks back there.
I wouldn't recognize him.
Our light director, he's about 6'7" foot tall. 6'7", 7 foot. He's like a tall dude. And he walks back up like, and I'm like, what? He's like, I just met my idol, Billy. He just walked right by me. Oh my god, he's amazing. I'm like, oh fuck, that really was them. That was Danny of 9 Inch Nails, one of the touring keyboardists for them. And I felt like a dick. They came back up. We did a really cheesy photo with them, and Billy's in the back like photobomb. Like, hey,
it happens, dude. It happens.
Great, man. So I saw Billy again at the concessions table, we eating food and stuff like that in the VIP tents in the back of the Aftershock show, and I was like, "Hey, remember me? Remember me at the Club Sinister?" He was like, "Oh yeah, how you been?"
That's funny. Hey, it's a good story. I mean, a lot of these guys. I mean,
well, I asked him if
I wouldn't recognize them if they walked up to me.
I asked him if Danny was there because 9 Inch Nails was there. but Danny wasn't a part of that tour, so he was doing his own thing. Was off in a different part of California, and I was like, oh, well, that's cool. That's cool that he knows that. They're good friends. It's kind of cool.
There's very few people that I'm gonna recognize.
Nothing more. I got to walk by and just like, you guys are awesome, good fucking show. And he's like walking by like fucking Jim Morrison just played a fucking kick-ass show with a beautiful blonde on his shoulder. I was like, motherfucker's a rock star, dude. Nothing more is the shit. They did a song called "This Is Let's Have a War," or
yeah, I've seen them a few times.
Let's go to war. Live. Let's go to war. Something like that. Man,
I tried to get into them. I'm still on the fence. With
I'm on the fence. The songs are good. I like the videos, but what kind of took my time up is Highly Suspect. I started listening to them like crazy, and I was like, I'm writing music, right? I'm doing really good. And like a couple months ago, my friend Anthony comes in the house, and he's like, you guys got to check out this band. And he plays them, and we're like, oh shit. And we ended up seeing it at Aftershock Festival. So I was like, I'm so glad I got schooled on this band before I got here, and was like, I don't know any of your shit, but you guys were cool. And I'm VIP backstage, but I don't know any of their shit. But I was like, you guys are awesome. I had my ukulele, my ML, my metal ukulele. I had that there, and I was like playing I'm Human. And the bass player was like, you just learned that? And I was like, I've been practicing it for like a month. I was like, been listening to you guys. You guys are really cool. And he's like, cool, man, cool. It's a cool band.
Yeah, they are definitely good live. The stage show is really good. I don't know. Maybe I got to give them more of a chance and get used to the vocals. People say, oh, you like Ghost, but I don't know.
Ghost is a cool band.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. No,
yeah.
It is.
Ghost is different. They remind me of like a really psychedelic 70s Led Zeppelin style.
Merciful Fate. That's what they're going for. I mean, he writes his songs so they sound perfect live.
It's a great, but they're so fucking evil.
It's people see their image and expect them to be like fucking Slayer, which it's not really about that. He's trying to. It's entertainment. That's all it is. But a lot of people don't like his voice. But if you heard some of the bands he was in prior to that, you'd be like, "Holy shit, he is the devil!"
Right.
He was in a band called Repugnant.
What I liked about him was Dave Grohl was a part of their band, wasn't he?
Yeah. He filled in on drums here and there, and
that's phenomenal. I mean,
produced one of the EPs.
If Dave Grohl likes them, they're okay in my book.
Yeah, he produced one of their cover EPs.
Okay.
If you have Ghost. But that's the thing I think I battle with, like Five Finger Death Punch too. Like when Ivan was in whatever that Motor Grader was, I think he was in Motor Grader. It was different. I liked it.
Have you heard the cover of Gone Away?
No.
He did a cover of Gone Away on YouTube. The video, it's just it'll make it cry. It goes and touches back on a soldier with PTSD after watching his whole platoon get blown away, and they do a really slow, dreary cover. It's really cool, man. But check it out if you guys are on YouTube. Gone Away, Five Finger Death Punch.
Cool. So what else you got coming up?
Hempfest, man. We're doing all this stuff in California. I'm doing the Cannabis Saves Lives tour. What? Cannabis Saves Lives tour? Where did that come from? Well, this guy named Tim Me, he's a rapper, and he's really awesome. You got to check him out. Tim-ME. And he's going to be doing this Cannabis Saves Lives tour. He's a medical patient out there in Washington, and it's converted over to the recreational side of things. But, we're doing our thing, and we're going to try to take the Hemp Fest on the road with us with the Cannabis Saves Lives tour. And it's going to be kind of fun. I'll be, I guess, following them in transit in our own little tour bus. And, we're going to go to Colorado. We'll go through Arizona, Texas. I think by July they're going to legalize it to recreational. The farmers want to get in on it. They're tired of growing tomatoes or whatever the hell they grow in Texas. I don't even know.
Yeah, they want to make money.
So, there's no money in it.
But here, I guess they're saying they're going to delay the recreational a few more years. Yeah. It's so... They're just trying to milk it for the money.
Well, they have to finalize it. And right now, Seattle's one of the... they're really good on their business stuff out there, too. But we're working on refining to make it more of like a franchise of, you want to grow a pod? Here, you can grow it. You can test it. You can package it. You can even give it to your friends. Here you go. Take it right out of the store. What store? Yeah, so we're just going to package it up and franchise it out to make it easier for people to do at home. Just like people have been growing their own or making their own microbreweries for the past few years, but now Budweiser's bought all the hops.
Right.
There's one way or another to do it. You can either make the laws change.
Yeah. I mean, something's going to... I swear, black market and decriminalize weed. That's the only way around this. It's just going to get messy, and people are going to get angry, and it's going to fuck everything up. I mean, they've made it recreational cool in Washington, California. Oh, wait. we still can't make textiles out of it. We still can't make paper and oil and other things out of it. This is why we have Hemp Fest. Not to legalize it, guys. Get stoned on your own time. We're trying to make it useful. Yeah, there's more of a resource than just getting high on it.
Right.
Get high on your opiates if you want to, but we're trying to make hemp useful. That was a terrible message, but don't get high on your opiates. It's stupid.
Funny.
Just get high on the weed, make your paper out of the weed, drive your car on weed, make food out of weed. Just do it. Just grow it, utilize it. It's useful. I mean, what, George Washington, when he got done with his presidency, he was the largest marijuana grower or cannabis grower out there. And then British came over here and said, we got an idea from the UN over here. We're gonna make it illegal for everybody, so you might want to too. And they're like, why? Well, we can make money off oil and coal. Oh, yeah.
Cotton.
All right, we'll do this. It's a good idea. They've got this idea worked out, so it looks like we're running out of resources, so it's worth more. But we'll say this is bad because marijuana will make you feel funny, and it's terrible, man. I don't know what the deal is. I don't see no crime in it, but.
I hear you. It's ridiculous. I think that, my personal opinion is the state of Florida is trying to milk it, so everybody's got to pay for their card and go through the process, and they pay every year, and then once it dies down, then they'll say, okay, well, we're not making any more money from it. Let's legalize it and tax the shit out of it.
Yep.
And they're going to get a 20-30% tax on it.
Just as much as it is in the black market, and now it's shittier weed.
Yep.
And it's 5 cents a gram, and you're paying for packaging. Good for you guys.
Hey, it's a social change. It's a social experiment. Here we are.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to 2018.
But the reason why marijuana, there was a whole new push for one thing. The roadways, all the roads and the fuel that we were using were all sales tax fuel. That was the business model. To drive lots of vehicles as much and as ridiculously as much as possible. And whatever we could do to use more gas, the better we used. Well, there was a thing with making fuel out of hemp.
In which our next tour is going to be fueled on hemp, by the way. Just to let you all know.
That's how we got a hemp mobile.
Yep, we're touring on hemp. Not even on the Cannabis Saves Lives tour. That's a totally different branch. But you'll see us on the road, and we're like, how are you getting around? You're playing all these free shows. Like, oh, we're using hemp. You don't even know how, but we're using cannabis. To get around. It's just how we do.
Did you bring any of those cones?
No, I had to stop. I had to stop in Texas on the way here.
I'm just kidding.
That was risky, but
throw away empty containers.
Yeah, we do have some empty containers.
Nice.
If Chris has one, I don't know. I don't have any on me, but
that's funny. I was just kidding. Anyway.
Right? No, trust me. We would love to bring it with us. Luckily, one of them fell in Plano out of Chris's car. I just called him out, didn't I? So my mom found it, and she's like, "Oh, I'll keep this safe." And I told her, just discard it, Mom, because that's illegal to have in the state of Texas. You should not have that in your possession. She's like, "Well, I'm just going to keep it safe because I don't want anybody else to find it until you get here." And I'm like, "Okay," because I have proper procedure and licenses to handle these type of things, and experiences in Washington and stuff. So they, if anybody asks me any questions, I just say it's okay. I'm a professional. Multi-pass. So the. I sampled it. It was very nice to know that it was safe for consumption, and I made sure that my friends and my family that were there did not come to any harm from smoking such a thing that Chris dragged out
no
of
deaths
on the bottom of his
marijuana.
shoe. Yeah, it must have been stuck to the bottom of his shoe when he was walking out.
Tested and analyzed.
Yeah, it's been tested at our lab and everything.
It was still sealed.
Yep, still sealed up and everything like that.
That's funny.
But things just fall off the truck. You just got to make sure it's safe for everyone. So my mom and I enjoyed it very well on the way to the airport.
Pill killing a 4-year-old.
Yeah, it ain't a blue pill killing a 4-year-old, man. It really isn't. It really isn't. If your kid falls into a vat of oil and drowns, it's not THC's fault. It's just a vat of dab oil, and then your kid shouldn't be in a vat of oil. Why are you letting your kid swim in your vat of dab oil? It's like $70 million worth of dab oil that your kid just drowned in.
We put better notifications on 5-gallon buckets.
Really, 5-gallon buckets have warnings, like drowning warnings on them for paint. You gotta watch out for stuff like that.
How many 5-year-old kids have hurt themselves on that?
I held I got what was a $250,000 jar of fucking oil.
Damn.
You know, it was just amazing.
That's awesome. I
Not
love
enough to drown
If I
in.
was
it. The official marijuana
I
show.
couldn't touch it in the glass.
Cannabis.
If you drank it all, you would just be very fucked up.
I
You
would love
not
it.
die.
I would just suck it out like a bottle of honey, like a jar of honey. Like,
You would